From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a fascinating morning on Morning Crypto as a series of coins are making big breakouts and going very, very high. Several coins are up almost 80% in just a few days. 2 or 3 coins are up 30% day after day, and other coins are relatively flat and going down. What's going on? In this recording, we'll go over the top cryptocurrency picks of 2021, how these opportunities to buy these coins on these massive runs are very important. And some of the coins have been the coins I've been telling you to buy, and the other ones I've been telling you to stay away from. Case in point, Aave going to the roof. AMP not going anywhere. Really surprising details. And a lot of the coins that I detailed yesterday are having a big run as well. In this recording, we'll be going over coins like Bitcoin is heading to 36,000 after 31,000 just a few days ago. Ethereum continuing to have a good day. Doge going up and then going back down. Polygon up about 20 cents, but not a lot of a movement across the board. Compound, which I detailed yesterday, is absolutely out of control. It has gone up over $100 in just a few hours. A sushi swap going from $6 to $8. We'll be looking at how to find these coins in these breakaway positions. Aave, when I recommended it was 170 just 2 days ago, it is now 248. It's about to double your money. AMP not going anywhere. And then LivePeer, which was heading to $11, is now coming back and going up. A very, very splintered market, but an opportunity to make a lot of money, and this is Morning's Crypto. Boy, what a day it is. It's an exciting day because there's a lot of opportunities to buy and a lot of opportunities to make big money in this market. What do we know going into this market? Let's get to the details. But first, subscribe. The America's fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. We're covering all the coins of this channel for beginners to advanced, all the different buying opportunities, whether it's buying and selling, whether it's buying day trading, or buying for 2 days and getting out, or buying long term. I'm giving you the price predictions across the board, and trust me, I'm not to pat myself on the back. I've been right on all these coins generally. But there's some big surprises, and some of the surprises I did not see going on, and I'm going to go over all the details starting right now. So hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video, and let's get to all the details starting right this morning. You started with Bitcoin and Ethereum with showing these positive movements upward. That is a good signal, but there's more to it across the board. What we're seeing is that Ethereum and Bitcoin had not had compound days of good numbers going into the last market crash. And now Bitcoin has had upwards of, I think it's almost 2 days of good numbers. You're looking at one of the platforms, Gemini, and my mouse is in the chart. We're looking at a 24-hour chart here. And you see where Bitcoin has gone from 34 to 36,000 in just 1 day. But if you look at the 2-day chart, a little bit more impressive. So we were at 31,000 just a few days ago. And if we look out further, you can see where our last market crash was, which was Sunday to Tuesday. Not this last Sunday to the last Tuesday, but before that. So it fell to 29,000. The coin has now finally rebounded from that crash, which was over a week ago. Good news. It took a while to rebound. But are we going to here and going higher? Are we going up to this 40,000? Or are we basically giving a temporary pop? Let's go to Ethereum and look at its chart across the board as well. Ethereum has had a different story in the last few days because one of the major platforms, not a platform covered on this channel, but one of the major platforms had Bitcoin banned in UK on that platform. So a lot of people moved over to Ethereum. So here's Ethereum's move today. Pretty impressive. $200 so far today. Let's look out a little bit further. Now we're looking at a more impressive move, upwards about $500. But let's look out and see how this coin has rebounded from that last market crash. Let's pull in a little bit closer to see how it's rebounded from that last market crash. So there you go. It came down to 1,700. It was 2,200 before the market crash. Where's it right now? It's about the same. So it has not fully rebounded from the last market crash. Doge has been a little bit all over the place. Doge had an interesting run to 27 overnight, but then came back down to 26. It's promising because Doge is trying to get that run in. You see, Doge was 18 cents at the market crash. But before the market crash, let's see where Doge was. So before the market crash, Doge was 30 cents. So Doge still has 4 more cents to go until it gets fully rebounded from that last market crash. Polygon, not such a good story for Polygon. Relatively flat, but it didn't take as much of a hit from the market crash. It went down to 106, but before the market crash, it was about 120, 130. So not much movement, not a full rebounding for Polygon. Now here you go. I want to get into compound, which shows you have to really choose your coins well. I'm not going to get into the buying strategies just yet, but I just want to show you about compound. I detailed compound yesterday. At that point, compound was up in the morning. It was up about, I think it was 20%, 18%. I said get into compound and get out once it stops its run. It went up to 30+% last night. Now you're looking at, let's look at the 1-day chart. Here you see today, we started today at 294. We're already at 325. That's impressive. But let's look out a little further. Look how great this run has been on compound. It went as low as about 220 and is now up 320. It's up $100 in just a few days. Let's look and see how it's reacted since that market crash. So compound got as low as about 201 at the market crash, and now it is fully rebounded and is substantially above the market crash, pre-market crash level, 325. That shows you how you have to really pick your coins carefully. Again, compound was $200 at the market crash. It is up now $125. Sushi Swap, which I've detailed several times on this channel, because it's dominated the upward trends of the best ranked coin of the day, biggest moves. It has had a very nice run since that last market crash. So there you go. How low did the market crash go? 625. Where is it right now? 824. That's huge, folks. That's a huge run. 824 from 6. Boy. Now, when we turn to AMP, the coin that once went from 3 cents to 11 cents before the market crash, at the market crash went to 5 cents. Where is it right now? It's at 5 cents. So that's not good news. If you look out at the crash, how low did it go? Wait a second. Let me go in a little closer so you see the market crash. There you go. So it went to the market crash here, 6 cents. Then it went up to 9, and now it's at 5. So it's actually lower than the market crash. And then Aave. Aave's, one viewer thanked me on Overnight's Crypto, actually a few viewers, about Aave, because I've been telling you how wonderful Aave is for a run. 178, 180, I said almost 3 or 4 different videos. Buy Aave at 170, get out at 220, or hold until it starts to end its run. Well, what happened? Here you go. 170 to 250. This is incredible. This is just incredible. Not what you can get with AMP, and not what you can get with Live Peer, which ironically has had a nice run as well. Live Peer's had a big fall. It went down to $18 and is coming up to 20, but not enough of a run yet. So what's going on here? Peculiar? It is peculiar. What I told you is that, in my opinion, coins will be less of a value in 3 months from now than they were a week ago. Now, I may be ultimately wrong. But what I said to viewers is that there's clearly 2 buying opportunities for you to do in this market. Well, 3. And that if you follow that advice, you'll make money. And viewers are already making money on those buying advice. Ultimately, if I'm wrong on my 3-month price target, then ultimately the only thing that'll happen is you'll lose opportunity costs. But let's go over what's going on. First, I told you that as coins continue to devalue, there will be times in which coins will go up, meaning the whole market will go up for 1, 2, 3 days, and then the market will start to go back down. Now, what's interesting is that we're almost at day 3 of this pop. We had the pop yesterday, we're at pop today. Let's see if we continue to hold the upward trend. If we do, that may signal that maybe coins are doing a big run back to what they had in May. We shall see. But I'm still staying my guns and saying we're going to devalue progressively. understanding when there's pops in this market, what should you be doing? You should be buying the coin on the run up the pop and then holding the coin until it's out of that run and then getting out of the position. Here's the example. When we were at that flat spot at the market bottom after the last crash, which was not this last week, but Sunday to Tuesday, we were clearly at that bottom, not the whole bottom. And then I said, ultimately, the coins are going to devalue, and they did devalue the next day. But then I said, as we go down lower, coins will have moments where they go back up, maybe for a few days. And it's not just for one coin, the whole market. I said, you'll go to coinmarketcap.com and you'll see all the coins green up for the day. I said, that's when you want to get into these coins and ride them up. But how do you choose the coin? This is an example that some coins went up, but not up a lot, and other coins really went up well. Well, you want to choose the coins based upon the coins that are having the big breakout and take that run up. Now, that's the first buying opportunity. The second buying opportunity is when the market's down. That's not today. And that's when you're day trading. That's when you're getting into the coin and out of the coin within a day or a few hours. Ironically, that's not right now. Here's what you need to know is that, generally, not today. Here's what you need to know. When you're buying and selling coins in these short intervals of 3 days or 3 hours, your approach is generally the same. Your approach is get in and get out when it's going to the negative. And so where do you get in? You're going to look for those coins that are having those big breakouts. You're going to look at a coin that's up about 16, 18%, watch it. And if it goes to 19, 20, go in. And then when it stops its run up, then get out. Now, that is why it sort of bridges from day trading to potentially a flipping situation. You may say, okay, I'm getting into Aave at 170, and I'll get out at 220 if it starts to pull back and starts a downtrend, like down to 190 again, down to 200. I see it downtrend, I'm going to get out. In the case of Aave, it hasn't pulled back. It's still going up. So obviously, you're going to stay in the position. You're not going to sell out of the position. You're going to stay in the position until you see the run end. Now, the great news about this type of approach in buying is that ultimately this could be a 3-month hold. You never know. You went into Aave, let's say, for 178, hoping to get out in a few hours at 200, and then it went to 220. So then you're not in a day trading opportunity. Now you're rolling it into a flippable opportunity where you're in the coin for a few days because you don't think that Aave is going to continue running to $500 like it was in May. You think, well, it's going to sort of get to 230 and then pull out and then sort of lose steam and then pull back to 210 and then, okay, I'll get out at that point. Well, let's say it doesn't. Let's say it flattens out at 220. Let's say it stays flat at 220. Do you sell? I wouldn't. I would stay in there. If it flattens out, if it goes up slower, then let's say it's just 220, then 221, then 226. Do you sell? I wouldn't. I would stay in there. If it continues to go up, what do? Do you sell? No, of course not. You hold. You hold because clearly something's happening. And this is where this buying and trading opportunity is great. You started as a day trader. Then it continued the run. You rolled it into a flippable situation when you're in for 2-3 days. It's to continue to run up. And then it's still going up. Guess what? You're going to stay in the position and potentially you may hold it for a month, 2 months, or 3 months. And ultimately, if I'm wrong that the market's devaluing in 3 months, you've already gotten in at that price target with a coin that's running up. And it doesn't matter if I was wrong because you are already in a position to hold for that 3-month run. See how it worked? Fascinating. So ultimately, what is the important part of this analysis? 2 items. You have to get the right coin. And second, you have to, when you're past that hour trading, day trading, 2 or 3 day trading, you can't look away. You cannot go away on vacation for 2 weeks and not look at the coin because you can come back and 4 days from now and the coin could lose 80% of its value. That's where this market has its lack of support, where it could devalue. So you have to be proactive. You have to watch your coin. All right, so now you see how there is opportunities, but in some cases, better opportunities. You saw earlier in this video where AMP was 5 cents, still 5 cents. You saw where Aave, 178 to 200. You saw other coins that are having impressive runs, but other coins that are having more impressive runs. For example, Doge, not particularly great of a run at the moment, So not a particularly big running situation. Polygon, at the moment it's not doing much because, 11-cent moves, 10 cents moves, not so much. Compound, incredible, incredible. Sushi swap, incredible. Aave, incredible. How do we find these situations? We do this by going to our platform. You're going to go in your platform, whatever you use. I'm using Gemini's example here, and you're going to go over to the third column, and you're going to click the third column. You're going to look for the coins that are the worst performing first to educate yourself about the situation. So when we click that to see which of the worst performing coins, the percentage change, AMP. Then anything else in there that we recognize. Nope, there's no, Mir Protocol, which is, there's actually almost no coins down for today. So AMP is actually, AMP is a name we already know, so we will remember that. But let's click the column again, and now let's see what we learn by seeing which coins are up the most. Okay, so now when we click it again, the coins that are up the most at the moment are AMP, AP13, which you can't buy on Gemini. But, folks, I mentioned AP13 yesterday. So this is a coin that is now up 2 days in a row. It says 32% today, but it was up yesterday as well. Kyber Networks up 20%, but it was up yesterday as well. Loom, 18%, but it was up yesterday as well. Barnbridge, but it was up yesterday as well. So suddenly you see 3 or 4 coins that were up several days here across the board. Let me click that screen because something happened on my screen here. So there you go. We started with clicking the chart and seeing which coins were, let me go there, which coins were down the most. And then we click it again, and now we see the coins that are up the most. Well, that is Gemini. If we go over to coinmarketcap.com, we will see some real surprises right now. You don't see any coins, you only see, 1 or 2 coins up 30% on Gemini. But if we go over to CoinMarketCap in the split screen right now, boy, get ready to see the surprises on this one. On CoinMarketCap.com, when you click the 7-day chart, not the 24-hour, but the 7-day chart, which coins are having the biggest move? Here you go. CeeLo, up 83% in 7 days. It's down 8% today, which may be an indicator. But boy, I detailed CeeLo several times in the last few days, and suddenly it's up 83% in the last 7 days. Now, you have to be careful of these things because things like Shiba, which are up 46%, are substantially down. Let's go over to the 24-hour chart and click that column and see which coins are breaking out today as well. Well, there is no other coin that's up 30%. Interesting, except Ethereum Classic, ETC. Internet Computer, which I don't like, is up 21%. And then after that, there's just some coins in the 20%. Is there any coin substantially down today? Yeah, so there's Quant, QNT, which we detailed 2 days ago, down 11% again today. Fascinating. Really, really fascinating across the board. What are you seeing? You're seeing that the opportunity to day trade is there in the market right now. The opportunity to buy and sell in a few days, our flipping strategy is there as well. And we also see that if we have a run on a coin in either of those positions, we just continue to roll it over. Maybe you start with day trading the coin, then it's still giving you a run, it's still going up. Then you go into the flippable situation. If it's still going to run, then maybe you run it a little bit longer. But you see the importance of choosing the right coin, because clearly some coins like Aave, like Compound, like that other one, which name I forgot, is giving a big, bold, beautiful run. And then coins like AMP, not doing much of anything. So what about long term? And what about my sellers? Well, my sellers, let's go over you first. I said there are 3 opportunities for sellers. 1, you saw the market crash a week ago, and then you're like, maybe I want to sell. Well, I said there's 3 opportunities for you on the sell side. If you don't need the money, I said put it away and don't look at the coin for a year because it'll be worth more money in a year. Now, ironically, your coin may be getting closer to what it was last Saturday, which may ease your stress level, and you may want to look at the coin now. If you don't like this coin and you say, hey, I don't think this coin has done well for me for the while that I've run it, and there's a lot of other things I'd rather have my money in, then at that point, maybe you want to get out and break even. Second, if you really don't care for that amount of money you have in that coin, then look away and don't look at the coin for a year. It'll be worth a lot more money. Number three, if you do need the money, then now may be the opportunity to get out and get ready to put that money to the bills or whatever you need that money for. And number four, if you don't need the money for the bills, you're not really interested in the coin one or the other, but you're not very into this coin and you wish that you regret having bought it, well, you have the consideration of balancing against other wins in the year. So let's say you've had other wins in coins and you're up, let's say $1,000 profit on one coin you sold in May, and this coin may at this point, if you got out today, you'll just lose $50. Then maybe take that loss of $50 and that'll reduce your tax burden against the win on that other coin. But how about our long-term prognosis? You know what? It's hard to say if I'm wrong that coins are going to devalue in 3 months from now. But here's what I'm going off of. I'm going off of two market indicators, Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're still my market indicators. Far before the first market crash, the second market crash, the third market crash, the fourth market crash, I had two indicators. They were Ethereum under 2,500 for more than one day. Well, we're under 2,500. And Bitcoin under 35,000 for more than one day. Well, we're under 35,000. So does that signal we're going to go lower? Yes. So what would change my prognosis? That both coins stay above those levels for more than 24 hours. And we're not above those levels yet. So it shows you how bad and pervasive the last market crash was, which was over a week ago. That while the coins are doing really well right now, if they do start to come back, maybe they take another week to come back. And if they do get above those levels, then maybe we're in a much better market situation in a week from now. As we go into July, maybe July starts to turn into the positive. But if we just go up to, let's say, 2,300 on Ethereum, and then we start going right back down again, or we go up to Bitcoin at 36,000, and then we go right back down to 34,000, then I'm concerned because the coins had a nice run for this week ending in the month, and then they sort of pulled back. So I'm not changing my prognosis across the board. Moreover, we already understand what's the fate. Within the next 3 weeks, PCR is going to issue another stern statement. People of the Republic of China will issue another firm statement that'll cause another market crash. They did the first one, they did the second one, and they did the fourth one. And those market crashes will be pervasive. And if coins are at lower price points by the time that announcement is occurred, then we're going to go lower. And as I always promise, I always do Q&A on morning's crypto. So let me jump into the live chat with you right now. If you have questions about any respective coin, price targets, sell or buy, jump into the live chat right now and I'll answer your questions across the board. Let me see some of your questions. Hopefully I can see them. Let's see if I can grab them. Oh, I can see them. There is Gail. Thank you, LA. Yes. Any questions you have about any coin or any position, ask your questions and I'll answer them on air. Let's see what people are saying. Good morning. Maui, Hawaii is back. Hey, Jay. Jay from Maui is tuning in. There's Gail. Thank you for all the hard work you're doing. I appreciate that. And there is, I'm going to see you, Power and Everything, says Hawk and Purple. What a beautiful name. Oh, that's Stephanie. How are you, Stephanie? So what do you need to know going into this afternoon? What you need to know is you need to make sure you take your positions at the right point. So there we have a question from, I can't see the name. It is, Dinky. Drinky? Drinky. We have a question from Drinky about a respective coin. Let me jump into CoinMarketCap and pull up that coin and give my opinion on that coin. That's how we do it. Let's see. He is, let's try it again. Mozart Finance? Is that the coin you're asking about? No. I'm trying to figure out what that coin is. unless I typed it wrong, the viewer had asked about, if I can find it, CSCX. Oh, I don't have the P at the end. That's why I don't see it. Let's grab it this way. And the viewer asked about no results. So can't pull it up on coinmarketcap.com. Unfortunately, I can't answer the question about that respective coin because I can't pull it up on coinmarketcap.com. But thank you for asking me that question about that coin. Will it affect Ethereum, Cash? Yes, I believe that this market crash will be pervasive. And that market crash will be, and I'm holding, someone else is holding one Ethereum. Yes. So this is what I want you to know about Ethereum. Let's pull up that Ethereum chart. Ethereum was devaluing 3% every day going into the last market crash. What I did not like was that Ethereum was just losing money progressively over time. And this devaluation, as you see here, started when it was about 2,500. It just kept on losing 3%, downtrending, downtrending, downtrending. Now, clearly you see this pop here. This is very promising. I am not content with Ethereum to reassess my price target until I see Ethereum get back to 2,500. This pop here is promising because we are out of where that last market crash is. But I believe that until we see Ethereum stay over 2,500, we could be going lower on Ethereum. Understand that when that People's Republic of China next announcement comes out, it'll affect every coin. It won't affect just the coin that they refer to. If they refer to a specific coin, it will affect all coins across the board. If you own Ethereum, I would hold Ethereum because as Akash is holding one Ethereum, I would hold Ethereum because it's going to be worth 10,000 in the next 5 years. Bitcoin will be worth 100,000 in the next 5 years. It's a great coin to have. And so while you see a downtrending market on Ethereum right now, I wouldn't worry about that because that will eventually change. So a viewer was asking about Casino Coin, and I now have it up. Thank you for your question about Casino Coin. So let's pull in, wow, that's a lot of volatility on one coin. So 7-day chart, beautiful run on Casino Coin. It is one of those sub 1 cent coins. It's having a big, beautiful run. It's up 9% today. Let's look out further on the 1 month chart. I like the 1 month chart. It's out of its market crash level. Let's look at the 3 month chart. 3 month chart, a little bit more flat, but it's on the high end. Oh, now it's up 10%. Wow. So the coin was up 1%, up 9% when I clicked on the chart, and it's up 10%. So Casino Coin chart is a very, very good chart at the moment. It is clearly making a big run. So it may be a flippable coin. It may be a day tradable coin within a few minutes because the coin has now had that big run, and the run is clearly potentially not over. Imagine it was up 9% when I was on the coin and then suddenly moved to 10%, 11%. That's a big move and just, clicking my mouse in 2 seconds. So recap, where we're going, we are having an update today, but that may not be pervasive. What I want you to know is that there's a lot of opportunities for you to buy and day trade within a few hours or a day. But ultimately, if that coin is still going up, then you're going to turn it into a flipping opportunity where you're going to hold the coin until we're out of that uptrend. And if the coin starts to pull back, then I would get out of the coin. I still believe that we're in a down market until we see Ethereum above 2,500 for more than 24 hours or Bitcoin over 35,000 for more than 24 hours. The pop at the moment is very fascinating because we're getting coins to some coins finally rebound out of that last market crash over a week ago. But ultimately, you have to be careful on choosing the right coins. Coins like Aave are having big runs right now and giving big returns. AMP, not so much. LivePeer, not so much. Other coins are having big, big runs. SushiSwap, $6 to $8. Compound, $220 to $300. Ultimately, choosing your coin correctly is really key. And the way you do it is by ranking the coins based upon the big movers of that day. And if you get in, then your coin may be doing it the next day as well. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big morning's broadcast. I'm next back with you on noontime LA at 11 a.m. But our crypto shows continue at 5:30 with Overnight's Crypto. live on air. Overnight's crypto at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, followed by evening's crypto at 7 o'clock. Stay informed, stay focused, stay positive, and stay here with LA.